Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma Thassa ye cha Buddhi Ataita cha ye cha Buddhi Anagata Pachum cha ye Buddhi Ahang Vanti Misapati ye cha Dhammi Ataita cha ye cha Dhammi Anagata Pachum cha ye Dhammi ahang vanti misapati ye cha Sankhya Ataita cha ye cha Sankhya nam Chompanna cha ye Sankhya ahang vanti misapati. So good morning, everyone, especially our Venerable Mahathera who are participating in this class, and everyone today. Good morning from Arizona and good evening to Cambodia and Asia. So today we are going to continue our Sutta study. And Sutta study the same sutra. Actually, in the long sutra, like the sutra in Majjhima Nikaya that we are doing right now, it is such a long discourses. So when we have long discourses, we take at least 3 days. 3 days to complete, 3 days to finish that sutra. So now we are on the day 3 right now. For our Cātumā Sutta. And I think another sutra also, if we want to go deep understanding and clear understanding, you have to read it first, and you have to especially to read it and ask question. Especially question is very important for academic study. For academic education, they need you to ask more question. They need you to ask question more than what the lesson doing. So if you read first and give some question, you will have more explanation, especially not only in the sutra, from other sources of Tripidakas, especially from Vinaya Pidaka, Sutta Pidaka, and Abhidhamma Pidaka. So various places you can add to your lesson unless you ask question. I don't mean you need to, you must to, but it's good way if you give question, and you will have more. So today we are going to continue and to maybe to finish our Cātumā Sutta, the 4 fear of new monastic life. So I use the word monastic. It is more correct than we use simple word like monk or priest, or we can use other word reverend or venerable as respected. But monastic is usually used for those who live in monastery. Monastery is those who shave the hair, became a monk, and live in monastery or where we are sheltered, like at the temple or pagoda, that we are considering as the place for those monastic living. So the good word for use is monastics. Monastic can be pronoun and can be noun. Noun refers to the monk, and pronoun refers to modifications of the monastic life. So 2 days already that we have learned this sutra, Cātumā Sutta, Cātumā or Cātumā Sutta. We start on Wednesday about the historical background that the Buddha was residing in Cātumā city. There are 500 monks led by Venerable Sariputra and Mahamoggallana. They are new monks, and after they arriving, they make noisy greeting, exchanging with resident monks, and they was addressed or was asked by the Buddha, and Venerable Ananda called them to meet the Buddha, and Buddha chased them away. Then the Sakyan of Cātumā and Sahambati Brahma asked 500 monks to wait for a while they are going to see the Buddha and please the Buddha with 2 similes. The similes as the young calf doesn't see his mother, and the young seedling get no water. This is 2 simile that Sakyan of Cātumā and Sahampati Brahma please the Buddha, make the Buddha happy, and to allow those 500 new monks come to study again, come to see the Buddha again. And then after approaching the Buddha, the Blessed One, the Buddha, asked first question to Sariputra. What do you think when the Sangha was dismissed by me? And what Venerable Sariputta said? Venerable Sariputta said that the Buddha want to stay in silence, want to keep silent meditation, and also I should keep silent too. This is what Sariputta answered to the Buddha. But Buddha said what? Don't think it again. Don't make it happen again in your thinking. Your thought is not correct. And then the Buddha asked Mahamoggallana, what do you think when I dismiss the Sangha? Moggallana replied, Venerable, the Buddha, the Blessed One, want to stay in silent meditation. So that's why Venerable Sariputta, either Sariputra or I should lead the Sangha, should advise the monk, should teach the monks. Then the Buddha applauded him. Sadhu, sadhu, Moggallana, that is correct. When I absent, you or Sariputta should advise the Sangha, should lead the Sangha. This is what we stop here. And then the Buddha addressed the 4 fears of new monastic life, new monks who came to this dispensation. And what are the four fears? So the Buddha give us the four fears of monastic life. So who can tell us the four fears of monastic life?
Some children for fear of monastic life.
Okay.
For fear of monastic life, fear of well being, second fear of whirlpool, crocodile, third fear of whirlpool, and the fourth fear of shark. Thank you.
Okay. Why don't come to the room? Come here. I don't want you to stay on your own. So now we have four fears of monastic life that the Buddha addressed, the Buddha mentioned to the Sangha. Now we are going to read the final 5 paragraphs. I think we have to finalize today our sutra, and I will give some time for you to ask the question. So we start from the page 4, the fourth paragraph, the four kinds of fear. Oh no, yeah, the last paragraph, page 4, last paragraph. So we start from in. You read the page 4, the last paragraph. What Bhikkhu is fear of whales?
What because is fear of whirlpool? Whales.
Number 4. Page 4. Page 3.
Oh, page 3.
Yeah. Okay.
What because is fear of whales? Here some clansman goes forth out of faith from the home life into homelessness. Considering I'm a victim of birth, aging and death of sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair. I am a victim of suffering, a prey of suffering. Surely, an ending of this whole mass of suffering can be known. Then, after he has gone forth those, his companions in the holy life advise and instruct him thus: you should move to and fro thus. What's mean?
From. You should move to, or you should move from.
Oh.
Thus, you should look ahead.
You should look ahead and look away thus. You should select and extend the lamps thus. You should wear the tight cloth, bowl, and robes thus. Then he sings. Formerly, when he were in the home life, we advised and instructed order, and now this because who seem like they might be our sons or our grandsons. think that they can advise and instruct us. And so he forsakes the training and revert to the household life. He is called one who has forsaken the training and reverted to household life because he was frightened by the fear of whales. Now, whale is a term for angry despair.
Okay. So this is the first fear, the fears of whales. When if you experience going on boats or ship to the sea or the big lake in Cambodia, like last June, I went to Kampong Saum, and then we have a boat to some islands, the small island, and there was very terrible waves from the ocean, almost collapsed, almost ruined the boat. So usually when you're going to the sea or to the big lake or river, you will face some whales, giant whales, or many kinds of whales. In America, we have a lot, lake or sea, and you will face many problems if you go there. So here, the fear in Buddhism for new monastic life, new ordained, we call novice. The fears of whale, introduction about the lives of the monk. Here, some clansmen. Clansmen, what does clansman mean? Who know the clansman? Clansman means Kulaputta. Kulaputta or a man, a boy, village boy here. Clansman here, the boy or the man who came from household life, from family, even poor family, rich family, king family, minister family, or every family we call clansman, because he want to become a monk, become a monastic. So clansman here mean the boy or the man from every family. So here some clansmen go forth. Go forth mean become a monk. Go forth mean become a monk. It is just a word that if you translate in professional English, like if you never study Dhamma in English, when you say go forth, mean you go straight, you go ahead. But here, go forth mean become a monk. You have a confidence in Buddhism after you listening, and then you become a monk. So clansmen go forth. It means the man from village, from any family, became a monk. Out of faith. Out of faith means with saddha, with confidence. Saddha, zadhaya papichito. Go forth out of faith. Zadhaya papichito. It means become a monk because become a monk with confidence, understanding the Buddha Dhamma. So clansman goes forth out of faith from the home life. From the home life, it means from house, from village, from family, into homelessness, into monastic life. into monastic life. Homelessness means monastic life. Monastic life, anagarya. Agarasma anagaryam. It is in Pali. Ekacho kolaputo zadhaya papchito agarasma anagaryam. So here some clansmen goes forth out of faith from the home life into homelessness. He became a monk or a monastic, considering. What does considering mean? Considering means thinking. Thinking what? Thinking that I am a victim of birth. This is before become a monk. He thought that thing. Considering means before become a monk, because he think in this way. I am a victim of birth. I am a victim but jati dukkha. It means jati dukkha. So birth is suffering. A victim of birth means he understand jati or birth is suffering. I am a victim of aging. Jarapi dukkha. Aging means old age. Old age is suffering. I am a victim of death. Death means marana. So maranampi dukkha. I am a victim of sorrow. What does sorrow mean? Sorrow means also the dukkha. Soka. Sorrow means soka. In Pali, soka, sorrow. Soka means when you have something affected to your mind, but you just only feel sad. You feel sad. It means sorrow. Soka. You feel sad. Not crying yet. Just feel sad. To understand the word, okay? And I am a victim of lamentation. Lamentation is feel sad and crying. And not only crying, but saying something. We call pareteva. Pareteva means lamentation. Pareteva means you crying with telling something. Oh, I am a victim of this. My son, my family goes bad thing, have accident. Crying and saying. It is called lamentation or pareteva. Pain. Pain means dukkha. Dukkha, physical hurt. When your body affected by something, it's called pain. Dukkha, affected by physical hurt. Grief. Grief also dukkha, but this dukkha happen to your mind. This is mental illness, mental hurt. Pain means physical hurt. Grief means mental hurt. So this is two different. Dukkha, the same mean, the same word, but in a little bit different explanation. And despair. What does despair mean? Despair means not pair, right? Despair means it's not pair. What does not pair? Peye vipayogo. It means you are not engaging with your beloved family. You separate from your family. You separate from your beloved one, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, or your family. This is mean despair. But it means that you are not what you think. You are not what you want. And what else? I am a victim of suffering. It is, you understand? I pray to suffering. Also the same thing. It means we are victim of suffering. We are the bandits of suffering. Surely an endings of this whole mass of suffering can be known. So he thinks that there are suffering in this world, and there is also a mass or a part which not suffering. Endings of this whole mass of suffering can be known. So to become a monk, he thinks that only the monk only the monastic life can end this mass of suffering. So this sentence means like that. You can translate in Cambodia, in Khmer, whatever you want to translate, but you have to understand, you don't need to translate word by word. If you translate word by word, like you go to pyramid or to translate agent, so you cannot got the right translation, because this is translated from Pali and to English. It is English, it's not translation. So they read carefully the Pali and render, not translate, render from Pali to English. So if you want to do in Cambodia or in other language, you have to understand the meaning, understand the explanation, and you write by your own. Like Buddha Kosa, in 5th century, Buddha Kosa went to Sri Lanka and render the Sinhalese Atthakatha into Pali. He did not translate the Atthakatha. He did not translate the whole commentary into Pali. So at that time, there are 19 Sinhalese Atthakatha, 19 books, 19 kinds of Atthakatha, of commentary, Sinhalese commentary. But he take only 3 main commentary: Mahatthakatha, Mahapachari, and Mahagaranti. He took the 3 main commentary. Mahatthakatha means the Atthakatha who delivered and explained by our great disciple, Sariputta, Moggallana, Upali, Mahakachayana, Anuruddha, Ananda, and other arahants. This is Mahatthakatha. It's already mentioned, already explained during Buddha's time. And Mahapachari and Mahagaranti, it is later compiled. So Buddha Kosa take these 3 commentaries and render those 19 Sinhalese commentary into Pali. Not his own word, but neither his own word nor translation. He did not direct translation, just render, just revise. Like this Tripitaka, this text, firmly translated by Venerable Nyanamuli. Nyanamuli, very old English, difficult to understand. And then Bhikkhu Bodhi just revise from Nyanamuli into the simple English that you can read now and easy to understand. So surely ending of this whole mass of suffering can be known. That's the only monastic life can end this suffering. Then after he has gone forth thus, it means after he became a monk, his companions in the holy life. What does mean? His companions in the holy life mean very good friends. In Pali, Sabrahmachari in Pali. The simple term we call good friends, Kalyana Mitra. So his companions in the holy life, it means Kalyana Mitra or good friends. In this term, the Buddha used the word Sabrahmachari. So the very good friend advise and instruct him thus. So advise him and instruct him. Oh, you should move like this you should move from. It means go ahead, return. Move to mean step ahead. Move from mean return. This is Padikamanto. In Pali, Padikamanto. You go ahead and return. How to move your body. This is instructed by the teacher who are take care of the novice. You should move to and you should move from. That you should look ahead. You should look away. That it means you have to be carefully look ahead, like only 2 meters from you, or you have to stand and look away, something like that. You should flex and extend the lamsta. So you should move, you should use your hand like this, extend or return. You should wear the patch clock. The patch clock means to dress andravasaka. What does andravasaka? The andravasaka mean the dress that we use.
Lower.
Lower, the lower dress for us, lower robe. And bowl, you know the bowls, patra, and the robes. Robe mean the udrasanga and sangadi. Then he thinks firmly when we were in the home life. So that new monk think that when we were in home life, it means when we not became a monk. When we not became a monk, we advise and instruct others. When we not became a monk, we work in the company, we advise this person, we advise other person, our family, our children. Now these bhikkhus, it means now these monks who seem like they might be our son and our grandson. These bhikkhus like my son or like my grandson. Here we have Lokta, just became a monk. When he was in company, sometimes advise somebody or children, but now all these monks here, 5 monks, is like his son or grandson. And then he think that they can advise and instruct us. This young monk can advise and instruct me. And so he forsakes. Forsake mean he not staying the same. It means changing or forsake is somebody in sake. You mean when you go to store, you have give me a sake meal. In Sri Lanka is very famous one, sake meal. And you can find some sake meal in the store, like in Cambodia, like Amazon or Brown. Forsake mean it's not stay still. Forsake mean he terrible or his mind is not one-pointedness. Forsake the trainings mean he's not satisfied, not happy with the training, not happy with what instruction, and reverts to the household life. Revert to household life means hinavatto. Hinavatto in Pali, that means disrobe. Revert to the household life, to revert to disrobe. Come back to the normal life, come back to household life. Pali word we use hinavatto. It means to lower levels of living, the household life. Like this, when he faced some instruction, when he cannot bear for advice or teaching of elders or of other monks or of the Buddha, and he came back to the household life, to this role. It means he is called one who has forsaken the trainings and reverted to the household life because he was threatened by the fears of whales. So understand that, right? When he returned, he disrobed because of cannot accept advice, cannot accept the practice, cannot learn, cannot accept somebody comment, feedback. Not only the teacher, not only the companion in holy life, also from people. When people comment us, when people give feedback to us, when people advise us or tell us, you should do this, you should not do this, or the monk should not do like this. When the people are saying something to us and we cannot bear, we cannot stay for this advice, it means if we forsake the training. And if you return, if you revert or you disrobe because of this such kind of thing, you call frightened by the fears of wealth. So wealth here, what does wealth mean? Now wealth here is a term of angry despair. Angry despair. So here the wealth means, what is the wealth? Omi bhayan. Umi bhayan or umi bhayan. Umi bhayanti ko bhikkave Cātumā setang adivachanam. So here, because the fears of wealth mean angry and despair. So angry mean gota. Angry, hostile, not happy, not accepted advice, and despair, separating from love. It means here upayasa. Upayasa means you not accepted anything, like in your mind, in your heart is so depressed, cannot accept the reality, cannot accept what people advise, cannot accept the teacher advice, cannot accept the feedback from people. So your mind or your heart is so full of hostility, full of anger, full of difficulties. You want to challenge, you want to talk to this person with that you want to like resentment in your mind. So these kinds of angry and despair called wealth. This is wealth. So if some monks disrobe because of this thinking, because of these kinds of disturbances, it's called that monk frightened by the fears of wealth. So this is the first fear, the fears of wealth. Umi bayang. So remember that one stanza, Umi bayante ko bhikkave Cātumā setang adivachanam. This is very good point that the Buddha mentioned in short. So let's go to the second one. Sokia, take the second one.
What pickles is fear of crocodiles. Here some claimsmen go forth out of faith from the home life into hopelessness. Considering I'm a victim of birth, aging, death, and of sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair. I'm a victim of suffering, a prey to suffering. Surely, an ending of this whole mass of suffering can be known. Then, after he had gone forth, his companions in the holy life advise and instruct him thus. This can be consumed by you. This cannot be consumed by you. This can be eaten by you. This cannot be eaten by you. This cannot be tasted by you. This cannot be tasted by you. This can be drunk by you. This cannot be drunk by you. You can consume what is allowable. You cannot consume what is not allowable. You can eat what is allowable. You cannot eat what is not allowable. You can taste what is allowable. You cannot taste what is not allowable. You can drink what is allowable. You cannot drink what is not allowable. You can consume food within the proper time. You cannot consume food outside of the proper time. You can taste food within the proper time. You cannot taste food outside the proper time. You can drink within the proper time. You cannot drink outside the proper time. Then he thinks, formerly, when we were in the home life, we consumed what we liked and did not consume what we did not like. We ate what we like, did not eat what we do not like. We tasted what we like and did not taste what we did not like. We drank what we like and did not drink what we do not like. We consumed what was allowable and was not allowable, and what was not allowable. We taste what was allowable and we was not allowable. We drank what was allowable and what was not allowable. We consume food within the proper time and outside the proper time. We tasted food within the proper time and outside the proper time. We drank within the proper time and outside the proper time. Now, when faithful householders give us good food of various kinds during the day outside the proper time, it seems these people put a muzzle on our mouths, and so he forsakes the training and revert to the household life. He is called one who have forsaken the training and reverted to the household life because he was threatened by the fear of crocodile. Now, crocodiles is the term of gluttony.
Okay, good, thank you. So this is very long explanation, 2 paragraphs, but it is not long in meaning, just only short. You see, back to the first paragraph that you have read. So after he gone forth, thus his companion in the holy life advised and instruct him, this can be consumed by you. You understand the word consume, right? Yeah, the consuming, you want to using something or need something or whatever you like, dressing, right? Dressing or eating, the same to explain it. Eating, tasting, consuming, drinking, it is almost the same definition. So the main thing here, when you became a monk, your teacher will advise you. You can eat this, you cannot eat that. You can eat this time and not that time. You eat the allowable thing, like you eat some kinds of fruit, but you should not eat some kind of fruit. You can drink some kind of drink, but you cannot drink some kind of drinks. So just advise you. The teacher just advise you. And then you think that when I was a household life, not become a monk, I can eat whatever I can. I can eat whenever I want. Whatever I want, I eat. Whenever I want, I eat. So nobody interrupt me or said me this to do and this not to do, this to drink, to eat, to taste or not to. If you cannot bear with this advice and go back to the household life, disrobe or come back to the household life, you are called what? You are called frightened by the fears of crocodile. What's that crocodile mean? Yeah, crocodile, the dangerous animals in the water and on the shore, because crocodile live both underwater or shore. So crocodile is very dangerous one. And the crocodile, what are the crocodiles in Buddhism? In this Dhamma Vinaya. Now crocodile is a term of, the crocodile is the term for gluttony. What is gluttony? Who can explain the word gluttony? So okay, you can explain that word. The word gluttony, it means those who are thinking only eating. You see the very the one who just only thinking of eating, worry about eating. I eat this or I not eat that. I can eat it or eat that. It means only consider about your stomach. Consider what to fulfill the stomach. In Pali word we use udariya kattasa. Udariya katta sedang bhikkhave vajana. So compilar payang bhikkhave ko bhikkhave udarikatta sedang adivajana. Now the term now crocodile is the term of gluttony. Gluttony for those who thinking to fulfill only stomach or thinking only about eating or drinking and cannot be of them. So I think it is good to understand. So not very difficult. So for the third one, I need one from our Zoom. Venerable Sutton, can you do that?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, good. Go ahead. Yeah, the third one, the whirlpool.
What we call is fear of whirlpools. Here some clansmen goes forth out of faith from the home life into homeless, considering I am a victim of birth, aging, and death, of sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair. I am a victim of suffering, a prey of suffering. Surely, an ending of this whole mass. Can you scroll down a little bit? Okay. Ending of this whole mass of suffering can be known. Then after he has gone forth, when it is morning, he dressed and making his bowl and outer robe, he goes into a village or town for alms with his body unguarded, with his speech unguarded, with mindfulness unestablished, and with sense faculties unrestrained. He sees some householder there or householder son finish and sorry, can anybody
Indao.
tell this? ông na an bán ngày mới lấy thư này tôi bị tôi
Okay. And indulge with the 5 chords of sensual pleasure, enjoying himself with them. He considered that formerly, when we were in the home life, we were furnished and endowed with the 5 chords of sensual pleasure, and we enjoyed ourselves with them. My family has wealth. I can both enjoy wealth and make merit, and so he forsakes the trainings and reverts to the household life. He is called one who has forsaken the trainings and reverted to the household life because he was frightened by the fears of whirlpools. Now, whirlpools is the terms of 5 chords of sensual pleasure. So this the third term, fears of whirlpool. What is the fear of whirlpool? So what is the fear of whirlpool mean? When you go to the water, I have explained already the second day. There are a lot of things in underwater that you cannot see. It's not surface. It's not surface. Unsurfaced underground that you may fall in. That is called whirlpool. Whirlpool is not different than pool. Not a big difference. I think all of you know swimming pool, right? You know the swimming pool. But in swimming pool, the swimming pool is the big pool. But a whirlpool is small pool, small well in the water, in the pool, in the lake, or in the river, or in the ocean. The small pool or small well, a small one that you can collapse or you can fall in. So this whirlpool considered in the monastic life is like you forsake or you fell into the household life. Because when the new monk go to home, go to village for alms. In Cambodia, Thai, we have Pinabata. Go to village for alms, to collecting alms. But here we go to the almsgiving or go to, you go to village, you see household life. Here we see the householder. Householder means kahapati, those who are living in household life, and householder son, kahapati putta. It means the sons of village men or housemen, householder. And those people, you see them with furnishing and endowing with 5 chords of sensual pleasure. It means they are enjoying, they are happy with those 5 chords of sensual pleasure. What is the 5 chords of sensual pleasure? Pancha Kama Guna. 5 chords of sensual pleasure. It means Pancha Kama Guna. So sensual pleasure means Kama. So they are happy, they are enjoying with Panchakama Guna. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankhara, Rupa, Sota, Gahana, Gandha, and Jiva. That they are tested or they are experienced or they are consumed, they are eating, they are drinking, and they're happy whatever they want. They go into club, they use the luxurious car, they're going to eat very good food, or they're enjoying with their family. And when we go to the household life, we see, oh, they are like very happy as their life. A good house they have, a good car they have, a good job they have, and They have freedom to go to club. They have freedom to go to party or dating or whatever that you see them. And you go to that village, you see them because here we have body unguarded. What does body unguarded mean? Arakkitena kayena. Your body is not good trained. Your body is not good. Your body is here and there. When you go into village, your body is not well trained. So body unguarded. Arakkitena kayena. And speech unguarded. Arakkitaya vajaya. Your speech is not good trained. Mindfulness unestablished. Uttataya satiya. It means your mindfulness, your sati. Sati means mindfulness. Your mindfulness is not good control. You not control your mindfulness very well. Sense faculty unrestrained. Asangvutaya. Asangvutaya indriye. Asangvutehe indriyehi. So asangvutehe indriyehi means your sense faculty. It means your eyes, your ear, your mind is not controllable. It's not under training. So when you break down your indri, your faculties, indri means faculty, sense faculty, indri. So indriya, when you break indriya, you will fail with those kinds of things. And then you think of household life is very good life, and you return. Want to get a very good household life. You want to become a household life and have a job, and you earn money, you have luxurious car, you have your own house or something as a household life. That means you are forsaken. That means you are threatened by the fears of whirlpools. So you fall into the pool. You fall into the water. You cannot take out. You cannot prevent those things. So what are the whirlpool here? Now whirlpool is the term for the 5 causes of sensual pleasure. So what a whirlpool in Pali mean? Avadda. Avaddanti ko bhikkave pancha panchasetang kamagunanang ativachana. So the whirlpool here means the 5 causes of sensual pleasure. Okay, so we have 2 more paragraphs. So can we have another 10 minutes to complete it? So now 9 o'clock here. So yeah, all and the job. So we need to read to complete all these 3.
What's Bhikkhu is fear of society. Here some clansmen goes forth out of bed from the home light into consciousness, concerning having written out spirit, letting consciousness also limitation and grace and despair. And everything out suffering, the way to suffering, solely and ending out this whole mass of suffering can be known. Then after it has gone forth thus, then this morning he dresses and taking his bowl and our rod, he goes into a village or town for armed with his body and get it with his feet and get it with mindfulness and establish and wisdom of facilities and restraint. We see as women, they are lightly clothed, lightly dressed. Then when we see such a woman lust infects his mind because his mind has been infected by lust. The forsake the training and revert to the household life. He is called one who has forsaken the training and revert to the household life because he was frightened by the fear of sex. Now, sex is the term for
Shark.
Now, sex is a term for a woman. So,
បន្ត 4 បន្តទៀតអត់
because they are the first kind of fear to be expressed by certain person who has gone forth from the home life into homelessness in this Dhamma and discipline. Is what the blessed one said. The Bhikkhu were satisfied and light in the blessed one words.
Okay, thank you. So it is the end of the sutta, and the rest is summarized. So summarize all what I have explained you. So the last one of fear, the fear of sharks. Sharks. I think you all know shark, right? Yeah, the shark, where the shark live. They are living in the sea, right? There are lots of sharks in the sea. When you go to Florida, there are many places on the ocean. In the ocean, they how to say, they put the restricted area. You cannot swim because there are a lot of sharks. And you go on boats from the Florida Sea, that you traveling to see the, for example, in Jacksonville, that you have the boat traveling on boat. There are lots of restricted area, and there are lots of shark. Shark, it means the what the Pali word for shark mean? Who remember that Pali word? The shark. The Pali word for shark. Yeah, Sosuka. Yeah, Sosuka Payang. Sosuka is the shark. So shark here, the Buddha mentioned the shark is the woman, Matukama. Sosuka Payandiko Bhikkave Matukama Sitangati Vachana. So shark here, the term of women. So when the new monks going to village, going to town, or going somewhere with unguarded body, unguarded speech, and established mind, or untraining, unrestrained sense faculties, so they will fall into this thing to see the women, see the girl who not dressed up properly, lightly clothed, lightly dressed. It means not good dress, not good wearing her dress. So you are delighted. You are delighted. Last infected his mind, mean ragged over the mind, threaten the mind. So your mind is infected by the raga, the lust. So you cannot bear. There are lots of story in our Buddhism, especially in Ittivaka of Jataka story. You read the Ittivaka in Ekanipada of Jataka. There are 10 stories the Buddha delivered. The Buddha talk about monk who are victim of women. And the Buddha also mentioned his previous story that he was also a victim of women. And the women here, the term women here compared to the shark. The shark, when you go to the river or go to the ocean, you will face this very, very dangerous shark. Can bite you and can eat you also, the shark. So that you cannot protect yourself from this shaken and you disrobe, that means you have fear of shark. So these 4 kinds of fear, I think all the monks, all monastic life face these 4 fears. 1 or 2 or 3 or all. So in summary, you just come back to the summary. In summary, this discourse was taught at the Amalakivana in Cātumā. Some new monks of the order following Venerable Sariputta and Mahamoggallana, dwelling near the Buddha, made so much noise that they were summoned and asked to leave at once. But the Sakyans of Cātumā and Brahma Sahampati interceded on their behalf, and they were allowed to return. Then Buddha taught his groups of newly ordained monks the 4 dangers of pitfalls to be overcome by those who have gone forth into ascetic life using similes. Whales, that mean anger. Crocodiles mean gluttony. Whirlpools mean 5 courts of sensual pleasure. And sharks mean sexual lust for women. So these 4 simile example or instance for the monks that we have considered, because now we are in raining retreat. We don't have any fears of anything, and after the 3-month retreat, there will be lots of monks will be disrobed after the 3-month retreats. So what kinds of fear do they have? Yeah. So those who disrobe because of this 4 fear, no others. Illness, take care of mother, take care of family, just only what how to say, just only something to say, just only your how to say, how it's just your tip for yourself.
Like
Actually you are fall down, you are for sake of training. Those who disrobe is mean the for sake the training. You cannot live such a monk life. You cannot live such a household life, and you go back to the simple life. So yeah, 10 minutes gone up. If you have question, I can give you another 2-3 minutes. If not, we dismiss the class. So any question inside in the Zoom? So it's all in Cambodia past 11. So yeah, if you don't have any questions, so the class should be dismissed right now. So thank you very much for your studying. As I told you, one sutra we take 3 days for the long sutra, like this Cātumā Sutta, And for the next sutra, we are going to study Akankaya Sutra. Akankaya Sutra in also Majjhima Nikaya, the 6th sutra of Majjhima Nikaya, and we will go maybe on Wednesday and Friday. We are going to finish the Akankaya Sutra. We are just only 2 days for Akankaya Sutra. So if you have time, you can read first, because I also post in the Telegram. You can get that sutra to read first, and I will translate for you the term Pali to Khmer and to English, so to compare 4 languages, and you can see the translation and you read. And if you cannot understand any term, just go to read the Cambodian Tripitaka. You will get more easy to understand. And if you don't understand the Dhamma, you don't understand the meaning of Dhamma delivered by the Buddha, you can note down the question and ask me and put to the Zoom or put to the class. We will discuss together about that meaning. So thank you very much, and may you be happy and secure and have a happy mind. And we dismiss the class for today, and we will start on Wednesday. Tukkhapatta jana tukkha bhayapatta jana bhayasaukhapatta dosa pe pe pa ne no